Hi, hello, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of The Crafting Coach. My name is Megan Rosendahl. I am the Crafting Coach, and I have got a surprisingly easy project in store for us for this week. I want to thank my friend Hillary and her daughter Adrian for suggesting this week's project. Hi Adrian! Thank you so much for watching The Crafting Coach. I hope you're learning lots. This week we're going to turn an old sweater into a winter beanie. This project is super inexpensive and relatively quick to do. Plus it's a great way to turn something old into something new. Now there's only a few things that you're going to need for this week's project. One old sweater. If you don't have one at home, you can find one for a couple bucks at any thrift store. A scissors, a needle, and thick floss or thread. If you don't want to do the sewing, you can also use a strong fabric glue. We'll begin by laying our sweater out and making a cut across the entire sweater. This cut will determine how long our beanie will be, so measure before you cut. Since this sweater is smaller, I'm going to cut just underneath the arms. Next, cut down the side of the sweater along the seam to make one long piece. Take this piece and wrap it around your head to make sure that the beanie will fit. Give yourself about a 1/4 inch extra for attaching the seams, and then just cut off the excess. Next, we're going to prep our sweater so we can make the top of our hat. Now, what I want to do is I want to make 3 domes, if you will, for the top of the hat. So what we're going to do is we're going to prep our sweater and make our cuts accordingly. Fold the remaining fabric into thirds. Keep the bottom of the sweater as the bottom of the hat and round off the top corners with your scissors. Unfold it when you're done, and it should look like this. The next part is the actual assembly of the hat. Now, since I give all my Crafting Coach projects away, I wanted to be sure that my hat stood the test of time, so I actually hand sewed it. But the original directions actually call for just fabric glue. No matter what route you go, the process is still going to be the same. We're going to want to work this hat inside out, so be sure to flip your sweater so that whatever side you want on the inside is now facing up. Fold your sweater in half and stitch or glue the entire side. This will be the circumference of the hat. If you're sewing like me, I recommend a blanket stitch to keep the pieces together. For a step-by-step process on how to do a blanket stitch, check out the T-shirt pillow crafting coach video at aberdeennews.com. Just click the 605 Life tab at the top of the page and scroll down to the Crafting Coach. If you're using glue, be sure to give the glue about 10 minutes to set before moving on to the next step. Once the side is stitched up, we can move to the top of the hat. We want to bond one side of each curved piece to one side of the curved piece right next to it. Stitch all the way to the top of the curve, cut your string, and begin on the next curve. Once all 3 are done, you should be left with a small hole in the center. Carefully stitch or glue that together last. Again, if you're using fabric glue, be sure to let this set for 10 minutes before trying it on. When you're done, just flip the hat inside out so all the stitching is on the inside and try it on. I can't believe how easy this is. Feel free to have some fun with it. Add a decorative blanket stitch along the bottom, or add a button or a flower for some extra flair. And don't throw away your sweater yet. You can cut off the sleeves to make leg warmers. The sweater that I used was shrunk a bit, so I couldn't use the whole sleeve, but I could use part of them on my upper calf to show a pop of color just above my boots. What a great way to repurpose an old sweater. Well, that is all that I have for you this week, but I will be back next week with another brand new project just for you. We'll tear it apart, we'll break it down, I'll tell you what to do, I'll tell you what not to do, and hopefully we'll have just a little bit of fun along the way. Be sure to follow my Crafting Coach board on Pinterest. You can find me under Megan Rosendahl. And also be sure to follow the Aberdeen American News online and on Facebook, where all of the Crafting Coach projects are made available for you. If you have any tips, ideas, or suggestions, or maybe want to send me photos of your completed hats, please do so at mrosendahl@aberdeennews.com. We'll see all of you in 1 week. Bye!